It's about time you showed up, you guys. It's 6 o'clock in Montana, and we start at 5 there. So sometimes I sit here and I'm just twiddling my thumbs. No, I actually have more time. It's kind of nice. But anyway, we got to get going because we have one, a whole bunch of important things to talk about today. But two, it's it's St. Patty's Day, and down at the Mint, they're having all kinds of people. That's where the whole town of Livingston's going to be tonight. Having a beer. So we need to get down there today. So what are we doing here tonight? Well, New Leaf Hyperbarics and Wellness Center is here, and one of our sponsors tonight. Matt's dressed to the hilt tonight, and I'll just give you a little tease on that. Ooh, yeah, look at that, baby. Do you trust this man with your children? And Matt is going to be here, and we're going to be giving it. Kim's going to have a question for you tonight, like we always do. And if you get that question right, you're going to get 10% off of a treatment at New Leaf Hyperbarics and Wellness Center. Our other sponsor is Chris Dental Family Dentistry. They're awesome. You know them. Where Dr. Bratlin, in fact, let me show you something really cool today. A while back ago, so Dr. Bratlin has two billboards, one in Junction City, one in Springfield. And so a month or so ago, they put up this David Lovall. David's a friend of ours, and he's running for a county commissioner seat in Springfield. And so we gave him the use of, Dr. Bratlin gave him the use of the billboard so that he can push that out there for everybody. Well, guess what? Just what went up today, we gave the one in Junction City to Senator Betsy Johnson, who's running for governor. And look at her ad. I love this because I don't know if you guys know Betsy. She's this awesome, okay, I'm just going to say it. She's the ballsiest woman I have ever met in my life. And she wears these big owl glasses. So her billboard is Run Betsy Run, and those big glasses on there. So people coming from Junction City into Eugene are going to start seeing that. And I thought it was pretty cool. So what else is going on? I'm going to bring Kim on when she looks up because I know she's looking at her phone. See how nice I am? I don't do things like that, do you?
I'm actually surprised that you gave me that warning. I was looking at our question for tonight.
Oh, there's Kim.
Yeah, I know. Rick would do that to me.
So Kim, okay, so also you guys, we're going to go to Butte, Montana this afternoon at noon. They have one of the biggest St. Patty's Day parades, and I talked to the organizer live, and we taped that up today. Matt will be here. We're also going to go. Fifth Street Public Market has a heck of a celebration going on tonight, so we're going to have someone from there joining us as well. It's going to be Tracy. She'll be here. Another sponsor I want to run this is Mercury Metal Design and Fabrication. This is what they do. They fabricate metal. It's in Montana. These guys do everything. And so they do big projects all over the world, but you know what else they can do is, like, if you had a kitchen and you wanted to put a backsplash on there and have it look like, take metal and cut it like the Three Sisters, or put a mountain scene behind it. They can do, and you come up with an idea and then they'll tell you how to make that happen.
Yeah, I love that. You need to do that now with your new house. You'll be having.
I know. No, I got plans. I've already got plans in my head where this metal, because it's not like just tin. I mean, they could do that, but I mean, they can actually cut like real metal, like make jaggedy, Rocky Mountain kind of Montana stuff.
Very
so
Montana.
People walk in your kitchen and go, you only cook elk and buffalo in this kitchen, don't you?
That's what you mean about the kitchen needing some work. Okay, you got to make it more manly. Okay.
That's right. You got to get this on. So, Kim, another story I went out and shot that's going to air next week. Oh, wait. My kid is a fishing guide, right? Yesterday, he had his first gig, which is kind of early. I took a father-son out. It was so amazing, the fishing. He and his friends went out today. It's 52 degrees in the sun. Look at this fish. That's not my kid. That's Dan. That's
my gosh. I thought that was your son, actually. Oh, my gosh. Look at that fish.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
You know why it looks like Jess? Because all the fishing guys look the same.
They all have that.
We see people on signs and go, "Is that Jesse?" No. Is that Jesse? No, I can't.
I thought it was.
Where's Jesse? So we have to do our real picky, our open. Who puts up with this? That's what I don't understand. I know.
Bring the lion out. Bring the lion.
Tonight on our show, we're going to have... Hey guys, don't you think it's kind of fun that you get to comment on the news? There's a cost. Oh yeah, there's a cost. People come after you. Like, I think that's why this is so much fun, is because... I'll see you at 5. So Kim, I have a lady who's kicked off my Facebook page. I had to block her because she's not very nice, but she's still on my Instagram because I try to, I leave her there just for entertainment purposes. and I showed the pictures of my new house, here in Montana, and we're really excited. Yeah. I had the story about how it's been a real struggle getting to this place, which she reminds me of my grandma. Actually, I love my grandma. I do not like this lady, but she comes on and she says, I have a hard time with you talking about the struggles of you having to get a house when millions of people are in war-torn areas and all this. And I was like, oh my God, no, stop. I'm sorry. I said, there's always going to be people that are worse off than me. And I'm not equating that with this, but it was like, I just sat there. It was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was just like one of those weird
things.
You
can't talk about your new house when there's...
Can't talk about anything else in life because there's a war. It's like, come on. There's other things are going on too, And one of the things that's going on, have you ever been to Butte, Montana?
I have not.
Okay.
And I need to.
Let me explain. I'm going to say this again because it's in this story, but it has the largest historic area of any place in the United States.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Well, this is my new buddy, and we're going to be doing a lot of stories from Butte, Montana. Here we go. Yes. So today they had their St. Patty's Day parade, and we went live with them at noon. Here we go. Okay, you guys, anybody in Montana knows if you want to do St. Patty's Day, you go to Butte, Montana, and the guy who's in charge of the parade in Butte, Montana is Matt Boyle right there. And Matt, how long have you been doing this? How many years?
We took over doing the St. Patrick's Day Parade and 4th of July Parade in 2017, I believe.
Now, who's we?
The Butte America Foundation. So I'm the director. I'm a board member of the foundation, and I'm also the parade director.
So why is it such a big deal at St. Patty's Day in Butte, Montana?
Well, I mean, Butte was basically founded by Irish immigrants, and at one time when Butte had 100,000 plus people here, a vast majority of them were Irish Catholic, and with that comes a big Irish pride, and so that's part of why our St. Patty's Day celebration is kind of on another level compared to anywhere else.
So show me walk me back in there. Show me some of the floats. Can you do that?
Yeah, I've got to send the parade off here in just a couple minutes, but I can definitely show you some floats here.
Okay, wait till they start going. When they start going, you'll do. So, but Matt, tell me this. Tell me, what is the best thing about Butte, Montana?
The best thing about Butte, Montana is the people, by far and bar none. The people here, unlike anywhere else you've met, very kind-hearted. They'll buy you a drink if they don't even know you, even if it's not St. Patrick's Day. And they're just very outgoing, happy people. And yeah, it's a city unlike any other.
And you guys have the largest historic downtown district of any place in the United States. I mean, you have so many historic buildings.
Oh yeah. Butte has, I believe, the largest historical district in the U.S.
Now, what is your business?
I have a few different businesses. I do an event planning company, which is kind of how I got into this parade business, was hosting concerts, festivals, things like that. And then I've also got a cannabis dispensary that I run, and then I volunteer for the Butte America Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization who has a community radio station, KBMF 102.5 FM. And we also do some community events, such as organizing the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Well, do you guys do news on that station?
Yep, we're ready. All right, okay. We're sending the parade right now.
Okay, all right, we'll watch it. You show us what you're doing. Okay, you guys, right. We're in Butte, Montana. It's noon in Montana time, and oh God, look at that town.
Yeah, so first we start with the police. We'll marshal the parade. They'll start the parade, and then they'll be followed by the Civil Air Patrol and the Color Guard. And then, I'll just kind of let you see the rest of the stuff we got as well.
Okay, no, that's good. You're a great host.
Hey, thanks for having me on here. Appreciate it.
No, and you got a hell of a beard. That's a Montana beard,
I was trying to find some green hairspray to go with it so I could really festive it up. But
I'm lucky. I'm living in an Airbnb right now before I can move into a house. And I was lucky I kept the green flannel shirt out. I have it. It's not locked in the storage unit.
We got about the same beard going right now.
Yeah, mine's just has a little different color.
That's all right.
So how many entries do you have in the parade, Matt?
We ended with 51 entries.
Wow. So I heard from people in Bozeman and Livingston and all that, if you want to get crazy on St. Patrick's Day, you have to go to Butte, Montana. I mean, you guys are known for having a wild town tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a party tonight. Especially it's been a couple year hiatus, so people are ready to let loose.
When my wife and I were coming here, we got stuck in a blizzard, and we pulled over in Butte and went to a Best Western and ended up at a bar and had the best time of our life. It was so much fun.
It's tough to hear you. I got bagpipes going.
Okay. That's awesome. You guys, this is Butte, Montana, noon today. Kim, wait till you see. We have St. Patrick.
Oh my gosh. I love bagpipes, though.
Look at that. St. Patty's Day, and if you're anywhere near Butte, that's the town.
That is the AOH, the Anaconda Order, the Ancient Order of Hibernians out of Butte, Anaconda.
Boy, that's a name, Matt. And you guys, again, Butte, Montana has like the largest historic district in the country. Pretty phenomenal. Boy, that's a lot of green. He said they had over 50 entries in the parade.
Yeah, 51.
And do you guys go through town then, right through downtown Butte?
Uptown Butte. Uptown is our downtown here in Butte.
Oh yeah, because it's up on a hill. It really is up.
Yep. We are we're high on the hill.
Yeah. Well, especially in your industry, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, how long has cannabis been legal in Montana?
Kavanaugh, no, he's behind you. Yeah, these guys are in the right spot. So I'll just have you wait just a minute or so. We'll keep space.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How long has cannabis been legal in Montana?
It has been legal to buy and sell as of the first of this year. It's been legal to possess starting in 2021. Okay, so it's
from Oregon, and we've had it for a long time.
Go for it. Just try to keep this same distance.
See, he's in charge of the whole parade. He has to keep the people in line and make sure they're not big lags in the parade, because there's nothing worse than a lagging parade, right?
Exactly. You don't want a lagging parade. You don't want too many delays, but you don't want it to be too short, especially when the TV station broadcasting it wants you to do an hour. So you gotta, there's some fine tuning.
So is this broadcasting live on a TV station too?
It is. I don't think it's live, but it will be played back immediately after the parade on OTT.
Okay. All right. Hey,
try to keep some sense between you and that float, please.
Matt, give me one more look at the floats, and then we'll call her good. Thank you so much. Now watch, Kim. Keep watching.
Morning.
And it's a beautiful
this
sunny
is
day.
This is St. Patrick himself.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
St. Patty's Day.
And he's got the red hair and everything.
It's the St. Patrick himself. Hey, thanks for having me. I better go.
Okay, it's nice having you. Thank you for being here.
Thank
I love that the director's talking to you as he's telling them what to do.
You can't beat live anything. You know what I mean? It's so awesome. Yeah. So, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Well, Matt's gonna come up here in a second because he's dressed in a goofy outfit. But Tracy, you got stuff going on at Fifth Street Public Market too, don't you?
Yes, we got all kinds of stuff going on down here. Hello.
Oh, I love the background there where the Gordon is. Oh yeah, that's such a cute area.
Yeah, we got
the alley.
We're in the new alleyway here with the Gordon behind us, and if I move my head and move a little closer, you can see we've got the first time we're using the big screen down here. So we've got Wizard of Oz is showing on the screen.
Oh,
right in this
cool.
alley, right by Euphoria Chocolate Company. We've got it going right there. It's going to keep playing. It's going to play again here in at 6:30. It'll start again. And then we've got the Cafe Yum and Handel's Ice Cream. It's got all kinds of St. Patrick's Day goodies. Heritage has whiskey tasting going on.
Wow.
And then we've got live music over on the other side in the market, in the eateries. So
okay, so over there for the movie, you guys set up chairs and down there right there for people to just go sit down?
Yeah, come on down. We've got chairs set up already for everybody. You don't have to bring anything with you. The heaters are on, so it's keeping it nice and warm in here. And get some ice cream, some goodies, and watch a movie.
So cool. So Wizard of Oz is playing, and who's playing for the live music?
You know, there's a few different bands playing, and I should have that information for you. But they are in the eateries, and they start at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Inside
there's going to be a couple different bands going throughout the night. I think they're going to wrap everything up around 9:30 over there tonight.
Oh, fun. Lots of time to get down there, you guys. If you're watching, they're over at 5th Street right now. This is Tracy. And she's in the alleyway there with the new businesses. What about Euphoria? Any green chocolate? What do they do?
They do. They've got some green chocolate samples out. They've got,
nice.
I haven't made it in there yet, but as soon as we're done, that's where I'm headed. I'm going to go check it out. They've got all kinds of samples. Tap and Growler also on the other side is doing some specials for St. Patty's Day too. So you could really cover all of it. We've also got a scavenger hunt going on throughout the market and the alleyway. Our friend Lucky the Leprechaun hid yellow bricks all throughout. And so you can come down, use your phone to scan a little QR code and enter your guess. And all of the correct guesses get some free ice cream from Handel's.
Oh, free ice cream for the correct guess. Okay. That brings the kids in. I love it.
Lucky the Leprechaun? I love
Lucky the Leprechaun. He has dropped yellow bricks all throughout here, leading up to, of course, the yellow brick road in the movie.
There's a solution when you start dropping yellow bricks.
Time to stop, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. What a festive idea. Yeah. So 5th Street, you guys are having stuff go on through Sunday, is that right? Or is it Saturday?
Yes. Well, the movie's just for tonight, and then tomorrow, tomorrow night and Saturday, there's going to be live music up in the eateries again, and we've got the Saturday market happening on Saturday. So
great. Okay.
To see Tracy, this is totally off topic, but those are great glasses, and you and Betsy Johnson could be in the same room.
I saw that. I was like, I like it. I like it.
Bring this back. People are going to start going, "Are you Betsy?" Not just your glasses are going to come up and go, "Are you the woman who's running for governor?" And just say yes.
Yes. I'll just yes, I am.
That's me with the glasses.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Thanks for joining us, Tracy.
Oh, thank you for having us. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You too. See you later.
The glasses are cool. And then Rick, you guys in Montana, good thing you had that beard going, because you're right. Every guy there has that beard. I thought you were joking.
You have to, yeah. I think if you were, I was going to say if you're a woman, you probably have to have a beard. But
you might see some beards that keep you warm. They keep you warm.
But I'll tell you one thing you don't do in Montana.
What's that?
You never do that.
Matt is awesome with his hat on.
Matt has hair envy, so he's doing the best he can since he's a bald man.
Hey, wait a minute! I've been using the green light therapy.
Oh, it's working great. Kim, note to self: if he puts you in the light bed, no green.
Yeah, can I say no green light therapy? I haven't been there yet. Now I'm scared. Any friend of Rick's, I'm scared.
Oh man!
So I do need to try this light therapy out. I keep saying this. I know.
So Kim, real quick before we start, so that people can listen, but give them the question, because Matt's going to give you guys 10% off of a treatment. One person, whoever gets this answer, and Kim comes up with really hard questions.
This is
so
a tricky
last week it was what's the happiest fruit, and it was a banana. And I don't want to hear anything about that from anyone. But
what fruit makes you the happiest? It was a banana, and we got that. Finally, someone. Okay, so tonight this goes along perfectly with the parade with one of those floats in there. Where was the real St. Patrick born?
Oh. So where was the real St. Patrick's born? And the first person that gets that will then be able to call, and the numbers are right across the screen here. You can call, and we'll get your name, and we'll just give it to Matt and go from there. So Matt, you have the new name. You're the Oxygen Man.
I see that. It's fantastic.
That's better than the hot air dude.
Exactly.
Oh, here's somebody says, Matt, you were hysterical. Good to see you, and need to catch up soon, Margie.
Oh yes, Miss Maggie. Yes, that's Margie in a while.
So Matt, tell me, like right now, what are you seeing the most of? Hyperbaric treatment is just getting. I see articles that you send me, but now I'm starting to get them because I'm reading them and they're popping at me. But they're finding so much out about oxygen and how important it is for our bodies.
Yeah. Right now, I'm seeing still seeing a lot of folks that have had, COVID, or maybe they're having a reaction to the injections and stuff like that, where they're having brain fog, joint muscle pain. The folks that are having the post-COVID are having breathing issues. I actually just had a report day before. I had a client, previous post-COVID person, call me who we saw a year ago. Her and her husband both came to see us. She was covered under her job because she got COVID on the job, and because the job she has, it was covered by workers' comp. Her husband was not, so she was calling us to get all the information from us to be able to bill to work towards getting FSA to cover everything and making sure it was all copacetic, because it's insurance time for all that fun stuff. Following up with her, she said that she had actually had an X-ray and lung scan type stuff done. And her pulmonologist, prior to her coming to see us, told her lungs were totally scarred up, that she'd probably have to be on oxygen for the rest of her life, all those fun things. And her MD sent her here. We did 2 to 3 treatments a week for several weeks, a couple months. And when her doctor actually asked her if she wanted to continue treatment, she's like, well, how about I just get another scan and see where I'm at first? And the pulmonologist told her lungs looked totally healed and that she was good to go, and was totally astounded at what he had saw. So,
Matt, what about the oxygen?
I'm going to be able to get my hands on those scans. I can't wait to see them and see the difference.
Yeah.
Did you see that? What about oxygen? They sell in cans. I have fibro, so always have brain fog.
So those cans are pretty cool, Skipper. Those work really well if you're climbing up in the mountains and you're having a little oxygen deprivation. The difference between those and what we do is red blood cells are normally what's picking up the oxygen. So once those little bad boys are full, that's all you can do at atmospheric pressure. Because of the hyperbaric pressure putting you below sea level, that allows those oxygen molecules to dissolve into your plasma. So we're able to put 4 times the amount of oxygen in your body. And that's the difference between the cans, or even breathing oxygen out of a concentrator, versus breathing oxygen or just atmospheric air at pressure in a hyperbaric chamber.
So Kim, did you know, Matt, this should have been our question. How many what is it, Matt?
It's 40 Motrin or 12,000 milligrams of ibuprofen as far as the anti-inflammatory relief, spending an hour in a chamber. Yeah. Without all the toxic side effects, because it's just oxygen. It doesn't have all those other things.
You don't want to take that many ibuprofen.
No.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? You really, Kim, you really need to go in. Matt will tell you, do it. Go do that or the light therapy. One of the, just figure, because I really like the light therapy too. I mean, it's just 20, and it's only 20 minutes, but man, you come out of there and you are just, especially after working out.
And when you combine the two, it's even more synergistic. That's pretty.
When I broke my wrist, that's what Matt did. He put me in the hyperbaric chamber.
Well,
and then he put the infrared light, around my wrist like that. And it was awesome. I mean, it was really cool. But the funny thing is, Matt always tells me it's like an hour in there, and he comes back like in a couple days, and I'm still in the tank.
You're the only one that really says that, Rick. Most people are like, I just got in. What? I'm like, yeah, it's a time machine. We steal an hour from you, like
Matt, questions. Can pregnant women do these treatments?
Yes, pregnant women can. We don't in the first trimester, just because it's a delicate time.
And
not
oxygen is
not that it absolutely can't happen, but yes.
And Gary says oxygen is probably why I'm able to father a child at 54. Seriously, changed my life.
Yes,
the new Viagra.
Gary, really cool other little tidbits from you. Our sister clinic up in Washington has had 4 spontaneous pregnancies from people who were told they couldn't get pregnant after doing regular hyperbarics.
Okay.
No, on purpose. They were happy they got pregnant. It wasn't like an accident. But it was just
Oh, Chris Thompson is helping me. If you're from Montana, you know the proper term is Butte, America. Get it straight.
Butte, America.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Chris, thank you for your directness. I appreciate that.
It's like when I lived in Boise and it was like, don't say Boise, it's Boise. We don't know when we move places.
Well, when people, I remember when the people came to Oregon and they'll call it the Willamette Valley. And you're going,
yes, all the time.
Or Eugen.
Eugen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Matt, light therapy, what are you seeing the most people doing right now at this time? Because you can do how many different things? I mean, aren't there like
like the power bed itself, we can do 8 different modes: pain, recovery, which is well for after surgeries, skin, relaxation, energy, performance, power healing, and body balance. And I would say out of all of those, the big hitters are either the pain, the performance, and energy. And with the pain, well, between the recovery and the body and the power healing, it's kind of most people will go lean more towards the power healing versus the recovery, because it just gives your body that much more energy to help you heal faster.
So Vicki, get your sister, look at the screen and write down the phone number, 541-636-3278, and call them and get your sister in there, because if she's having problems with her lungs after breast cancer, get her in the steroids. Go talk to Matt. Go talk to Matt.
Yeah.
Just talk to Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody is getting our question, by the way, and Matt's giving 10% off. I'm just going to go get it. I know the answer. Does that count?
Yeah.
Does insurance cover it, Matt?
So that's a great question, Richard. Insurance covers 14 major conditions.
Oh, wow.
Crush injuries, gas gangrenes, the bends, seal poisoning, non-healing diabetes. It's crazy things you're going to be at a hospital for, and more than likely you will have to have it done at a hospital for the insurance to cover it.
Right.
Everything we see people for are off-label, even stuff like traumatic brain injuries, strokes, Parkinson's, MS, all these things that hyperbarics can help. Insurance does not cover, which is okay, because it's actually going to cost you less money to pay us out of pocket versus billing your car or your insurance. Speaking of car insurance, however, if you are in a motor vehicle accident and get referred to us from a doctor, a naturopath, a chiropractor, somebody that can write us saying, hey, they have post-concussion syndrome, they need to be seen 3 times a week for 4 weeks, we can then bill your car insurance, and your PIP coverage usually will cover that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So there's some help there then.
Vicky's, her sister lives in Portland, but she'll bring her down. Kim, is it France?
Oh, I did. I see. No, it's not France.
Okay, good try.
I don't know if I should give a hint, but
I know he wasn't born in Ireland, but I can't remember where, says Anna. Oh, this is.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking Ireland too. That's why I thought this would be a tricky question. You guys should just come on and guess just in case.
I knew it wasn't Ireland, but I had to go look because I couldn't remember either.
Penny says, refresh my memory, Matt, about dementia. I have forgotten.
Perfect, Penny. Well, then you need to come in and spend some time in the chamber with the red light head cap.
Kim, is it Britain?
Gloria guessed it. She's our winner. She gets 10% off.
Okay, so it's Gloria Graven, Matt. Graven.
Gloria's your winner.
Gloria, all you got to do is call Matt. You can get one of those treatments. They also do massage. They do light therapy, all of it. Matt, thank you so much for being here. And we're
absolutely.
You need to go to Fifth Street with that hat on now. You're ready to go.
Right. Yeah. I can get out of here. It's either that or go down to Pint Pot, where the Lane Pipes and Drums Company is going to be, because they're doing their pub crawl today. They're at Ninkasi right now, I believe.
Yes, that's right. Yep, that's going on. And Rick, there was another one in Springfield you were telling me about too. So yeah, you got a few choices.
Griff's is having a bunch of corned beef and all that kind of stuff going on tonight too. And then here in Livingston, it's the Mint. The Mint is going to be packed tonight. Kathy and she's making our own. She makes her own corned beef and all that.
Of course she does. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're having that here, but we're going to go there and have a beer with all the Livingston people. So I can say Butte, America, Chris. There. Butte, America. I'm turning it Montana in.
You just need to hurry up and get your house, because I need to come have a vacation.
Yeah. you are very well invited. See you later, Matthew. All right, Kimmy.
All right, Gloria, congrats on winning.
God, look at you, you girl, you go.
Yeah, Matt always gets all these people talking about. Matt gets so many people interested. It sounds so appealing. Yeah, so St. Patrick was born in Britain, not Ireland, which you already knew it wasn't. At age 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and sold as a slave to a Celtic priest in Northern Ireland.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very good thing to happen, huh? I guess he didn't have a banana that day, did he?
I know, he was not so happy. I know, kind of a sad story, right? So here we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I thought that was pretty fascinating. But yeah, congrats to the winners or to the winner, I should say. And we'll keep having questions so you guys can keep looking for those.
Well, Kim, you have a good weekend. Bill London's coming up next with the news. And I know you got 2 kids you got to feed and a husband. So,
but I'm not a good chef like Kathy. So
we're running later and later all the time. I love this.
I know, right?
When Kim and I get here together, and then you bring Matt into the picture, it's like, blah. Oh, there. That's what he really looks like. There, right there. Okay. Turn off the camera, or you're mine. Speaking of bald people, here's Bill London.
Good evening from the News Radio, 1120 AM and 93.7 FM, KPNW Studios. I'm Bill London, host of the Wake Up Call, 6 a.m. to 9, Monday through Friday mornings here on KPNW. But if you want, just call me Ivar, like the seafood restaurant in Seattle. All right, here's a look at some of the stories we're following. Well, since 1923, in Oregon, homeowners have been able to take the interest that they pay on their mortgage and then subtract that from their taxable income. Well, now in steps Oregon Secretary of State Shemia Fagan, saying that a first-ever audit found the mortgage interest deduction benefits wealthy white residents of urban areas and does not improve rates of home ownership. According to Fagan, we have this $1.1 billion expenditure every budget cycle that has literally never been audited until today. Okay. So only she would call a tax break an expenditure. Got it. Anyway, she said the first ever state audit of the program finds that the top 1% of income earners receive more benefit from the deduction than the bottom 40% of taxpayers combined, and claims the benefits flow primarily around white and wealthy people. State Senator Tim Knopp, a Republican from Bend, who also happens to be the vice president of the Central Oregon Builders Association, says the real crisis here is with Oregon's land use and housing policies, and the audit is simply an effort to shift the blame and vilify the wealthy. Knopp says that middle-class Oregonians who are struggling to make ends meet and who own homes think the mortgage interest deduction is helping to keep them afloat. Then you have Oregon Realtors, an association that says it has serious concerns that Fagan is drawing conclusions and doesn't have any data to support it. And there isn't any data really supporting it in the audit. The deduction is believed to help increase homeownership, but Fagan says the taxpayer money can be better spent, even though, again, it's a tax deduction, can be spent on payment assistance, senior property taxes, credit reports, and overall assistance for renters and first-time buyers. Knopp says he is expecting and will oppose legislation that would change the mortgage interest deduction. Doernbecher Children's Hospital is a pediatric teaching hospital in Portland, and they've come under a certain amount of fire over guidance for kids interested in changing their gender identity. The guidance from Doernbecher's teaches kids how they can hide their genitals, called tucking, discusses the use of puberty blockers, and refers children to and I'm quoting them, a sex-positive shop in Portland where they can find gender-affirming products, including sex toys, videos, and more. The guidance also says the shop is open for people 18 years of age and up, but that it offers appointments outside of regular business hours for minors to come on in. Some of the practices discussed in the pediatric guidance have been criticized by a number of individuals for, among other things, being potentially dangerous. For example, the guidance provides instruction on the practice of binding, which is a way of compressing a female's chest to flatten breasts. Tucking is the act of, and this is according to Doernbecher's guidance, moving the penis, testicles, or both to make the genital area look smoother and flatter. Doernbecher Children's Hospital touts gender services and gender clinics, offering a full range of services for transgender and gender non-conforming children and teens. Among the services listed are puberty suppression, hormone therapy, and gender-affirming surgery. Psychological and psychiatric care for patients and family is inconspicuously listed under other services near the very bottom. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler held a press conference on gun violence today while flanked by top members of local law enforcement. A big focus of the press conference was on the struggle to balance the explosion in gun violence with proper resources to investigate and prosecute. For more than a year, of course, we've heard how Portland police don't have enough officers on the street. On Thursday, the chief deputy district attorney for Multnomah County painted a bleak picture, saying that prosecutors are overwhelmed dealing with crushing workloads, and they've lost a dozen or more prosecutors from the office in just a year. There was also a plea from the police bureau for members of the community to come forward if they have any evidence or information on unsolved murders. All right. So let's guesstimate some causes here. What might be causing this? Not enough police officers. Do you think that the anti-police sentiment coming from vocal and violent protesters and even members of the Portland City Council, including the mayor, led to any of those police resignations? You think? And that same city council defunded the gun violence investigation team 2 years ago, and at the same time blasted the Portland Police Bureau. And then you have the Multnomah County Sheriff, DA's office, and they're losing prosecutors. Is there maybe a causal link between that and the fact they have a Get Soft on Crime DA who's lobbied for overturning Measure 11, who's absolutely for many of the governor's clemency and commutations, who has almost refused to prosecute most of the rioters that destroyed downtown, setting fire to public property, and who has been more interested in virtue signaling than actually prosecuting crimes? What did they expect? Former state representative Brian Clem today loaned a new political action committee called Oregonians Are Ready $500,000. Now, Clem was part of a group of moderate Democrats, increasingly at odds with the dominant left wing of the House Democratic Caucus. Joining him as founding members of the new group are 5 other former longtime so-called moderate Democratic lawmakers. You've got former state Senator Arnie Roeblen, former state representatives Jeff Barker, Debbie Boone, Betty Comp, and Katty McEwen. Clem says the PAC is part of an initiative called Renewing the Oregon Way, which is a nod to a time when Democrats and Republicans actually worked together far more often than they do today. The group expects to raise additional money and support moderate Democratic candidates. And Go Banking Rates used a recent Purdue study published in the Journal of Nature Human Behavior that concluded income can correlate with emotional well-being and life satisfaction. The study's authors in the journal found that satisfaction occurs at $95,000 for life evaluation and $60,000 to $75,000 for emotional well-being on average globally. So Go Banking Rates decided to look at the states and see where they were ranked from the least to the most amount of money needed to be happy, and they included unemployment and crime rates for many states. Oregon was ranked at number 5 in the most amount of money needed to be happy, with a minimum salary listed as $138,000. The report stated the Oregon cost of living is more than a full third higher than the national average, even with a low unemployment rate. All right, it's time for Rick to rock the reel.
You want me to hold them?
Get to rock and reel, Rick.
All right, Billy, thank you. Well, Elena, what do you have here?
Come show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, honey, that's so cute. Your dog's got a little St. Patty's hat on. You are adorable. Look at you. Yeah, the dog's going, get me off this camera. They don't pay me enough for this.
He's not having it, is he? She's torturing the dog for St. Patty's.
Yeah. So what do you guys do? What are you doing tonight? Do you do anything St. Patty's-ish?
Yeah, I'm going to take him over to a restaurant. Yeah, and my mom's area where she lives, they have a little party going on. So she's
cool.
ready.
All right, Kim, you have a nice weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday next week. Somebody said, this cute puppy.
He's pretty cute. He is pretty cute.
All right, you have a good night. See you later.
Bye, guys.
All right. We're lucky to have her, huh? Yeah, and all of our sponsors and people, and these shows are fun. And Bill and everybody and you. So if you can take this and share it on your page, that helps us spread the word about what we're doing and helps our sponsors, which is the bottom line. I am Rick Dancer, live from Livingston, Montana. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. And again, thank you, Matt McCarl at New Leaf Hyperbaric Wellness Center, Dr. Michael Bratland at Chris Dental, where everyone is welcome, and at Mercury Metal Design and Fabrication, where they can make you anything in metal and really do a fabulous job. So you got to check them out and find out more about them. All right. Have a good night. We'll talk to you next week. All right. Bye-bye.